The truth about debt. Don't you hate owing people? I know I do. I hate owing people. People are like, Noelle, you owe us money. Everyone hates that. But did you know that debt really is something that can be good for you and your business, or it can be something terrible for you and your business? I'm gonna share with you the truth about debt, what you should and should not be using it for, and how you can really make money using debt. Let's go.
Noelle. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
In this video, I'm gonna share with you my biggest secret to how I use debt to make millions of dollars, how I do it, and how my students are doing it even faster than I did. I'm gonna share with you the #1 thing that keeps most people poor, and it kept me poor up until I was in my 30s. I'm gonna teach you that. And last but not least, I'm gonna tell you the #1 thing that you can do right now to grow your personal wealth without having any money. So let's first talk about debt. Everyone hates debt. Everyone knows what debt is. It's when you owe someone else, or when you owe a bank, or you owe a credit card company, or you owe something on something. That is debt. Usually we make payments on those things, but most people actually see debt as a problem, and they should not. Debt allows us to acquire things that we want, things that we need, without actually having to have the money to get it. And that may seem like a scary thing, like why should I be buying things that I can't afford or that I don't have all the money to? And that is how most people see debt. And yes, it's true. If you are using debt to get something, most likely someone has something over you. They have a securitized note over you, or they've collateralized it with the house that you own or the car that you own. And it's scary thinking that if you don't pay this debt, they could come back and take everything from you. This is how most people see debt. I know, I used to think the same way, but this is the absolute incorrect way to see debt. Do not see debt as owing someone and that someone has something over you and that they're going to take it back. That's the thing that we focus on with debt, and that's the biggest problem that people have with debt. So let me show you what you can really do with debt and how debt really works. So #1, there's 2 types of debt that most people can think of. Obviously, there's different types of debt. There's revolving trade lines, there's installment trade lines. So in other words, there's a type of debt, revolving, where you will use a portion of it, and as you use it, you will just pay for the portion that you used, and there's extra amount left over depending on how you use the account. So let me explain this really quickly. You have a credit card. They say to you, I give you $1,000 that you can use on this credit card. You charge and you buy $500 worth of stuff. That means you have to make payments on that $500, and you still have $500 worth of available credit. This is how most people see credit, and this is how personal credit works with revolving debt. Now you have another type of debt, which is installment debt, meaning you will borrow all of the money for it and you will make equal payments based on how much you borrowed. So let me give you a quick example. You buy a car for $10,000. You put $2,000 down and you pay $500 a month for 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. Now, of course, on that amount that you borrowed, the $8,000 in this example, there will be interest on that amount. And that is another thing that really scares people, because in fact, instead of borrowing the $8,000 and paying back the $8,000 that you borrowed in this example, you're gonna end up paying back $9,000 or $10,000, depending on how much the interest is on that loan. And again, this really scares people. Now, these are the most common types of debt: revolving debt, installment debt. And then there are bigger types of debt like mortgages, where you collateralize an item like a house. You take a mortgage out on that house and you make equal payments. And again, the bank has a lien on the property and can foreclose on the property if you don't pay. So now that we've summed up debt, we know what personal debt for most people, most regular people is. Let me tell you about a secret debt, business debt, that really changes the world and changed my life and can change yours too. So what most of our parents taught us about debt is about personal debt. They told us about credit scores and student loans, or if we spent our credit card and we owed money. That is the world that most of us live in and we know about. But there's an entirely different world when it comes to debt. Business credit and the business side. Did you know that businesses can get debt in their name? I'm pretty sure you already thought of that, but you didn't actually think that you yourself could create a business and get business debt the same way that Walmart and Amazon does. Well, it's true. And the problem is, most of our parents only taught about personal debt and getting debt for our own personal uses, not how to actually make money with debt the way that businesses like Walmart and Amazon do. So let me tell you how you can do the exact same thing that they can and how you can do it right now. So here's the truth. Number one, debt is good. Like I said, I used to be the person that had bad credit, bankruptcies, multiple foreclosures. I literally was in my parents' basement when I started investing in real estate. I had no money, no opportunity, and I am not the person that you see today. Today, I'm a multimillionaire, and guess what? I have lots of debt, but I also have very good personal credit and have really, really good business credit. Let me show you something. So as you can see, I have these wonderful credit cards in my business's name. In fact, I have a platinum American Express card that has absolutely no limit whatsoever. Meaning I could go to the Bentley dealership or the Rolls-Royce dealership and I literally could buy a $300,000 car with this credit card in my business's name. And the way that I did this is because I set up a business, and it's very simple to do this. I've taught you this in 5 simple steps. Make sure you check out the entire playlist where I teach you how to set up a business in one day and how to establish business credit. After you do this, I'm not gonna get into it in this video, again, watch that whole playlist, but after you actually have a business with just these 5 or 6 elements, you literally can start borrowing in your business's name using your EIN, the business's EIN, which stands for Employer Identification Number. This is very similar to your personal social security number. So usually when you apply for a credit card or something like that, you'll put your name, you'll put your social security number, and they will put it on your personal credit report. Well, guess what? If you have a business, you will put the business's name, you'll put the business's EIN, and they will put it on the business's credit report. It's amazing. It's what businesses do, and this is how you can protect yourself and grow your business all at the same time. Let me get you to the next thing you need to do. The number 2 truth about debt. Business debt is better than personal debt. That is an absolute truth. Like I said, debt is not bad, but debt in your business's name is even better, okay? This will allow you to protect your own personal credit. In fact, I don't even have to worry about my credit anymore. Like I shared with you earlier, I used to have bad credit, bankruptcy, multiple foreclosures. I had no money. And this was in 2009, 2010. I was a disaster. I had absolutely nothing going for myself. But once I established my business, I started learning about this real estate thing. I was late to the game, but I ended up getting my credit fixed, my own personal credit, got out of my parents' basement. And then I started building business credit. And here's the fun part. Now that I have business credit, I don't have to use my personal credit. I literally have business credit cards, business lines of credit, business loans, and I'm able to do everything, almost everything in my business's name, borrow in my business's name. I do not have to use my own personal credit cards. I don't really have to use any personal loans. I do have one mortgage in my name, my primary residence. That is it. Every other house and mortgage is in my business's name and not on my credit report. Whoa, did you catch that point? Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click that little notification bell so you do not miss any of this content that I am bringing to you almost every single day. I tell you exactly everything, the truth from beginning to end, and I know you love this video, so make sure you click that like button and share this video with your friends. All right, let's get back to it. And the number 3 truth about debt. Debt will free up capital for you to invest in your business. Yeah, think about it for a second. I've given you the good, the better, and now the best. This is the best thing about debt. Debt literally frees your own money up. You don't have to actually save your money, borrow money, or get money. This will allow you, debt will give you the money that you need and free up your own capital. Think about this, for example. Every business needs capital to run. In fact, most businesses are unsuccessful because they don't have enough business capital. And even worse, most businesses don't think about getting or borrowing money until they need it. That is the worst time to try to borrow money. Now you're in a situation where you need the money either to make, payroll or to get more inventory or something like that, and that is a big mistake. If a business will go ahead and start working and building their business credit, getting lines of credit and credit cards before they actually need it, they will have those things established and they will have more capital for their business. Trust me, as someone with not just experience in real estate investing entrepreneur since 2014, I am a multimillionaire and have 2 master's degrees. So using my MBA, I'm teaching you something about debt. And in most businesses, large corporations, and again, I've studied this over and over, they do use debt to free up capital to make investments in their business. So they will borrow money to make investments. In other words, they will borrow money to get more inventory, to hire more staff, to do more marketing. In other words, they will borrow that money to get more business in the door and get a return on their investment. Additionally, they do not have to save up or use their revenues in order to grow their business. And this is an amazing way to actually grow. So there you have it. I have given you the full story on what to do, and I have a complete training just for you. Go to noellsfreetraining.com. That's Noelle, Noelle with an S, noellsfreetraining.com. I have created a full, complete course where I'm teaching you my formula to investing in real estate with no money, bad credit, the same way that I did. And again, I have students doing it faster than I did. And you can learn this absolutely free. I want to make sure that you have everything that you need to learn. This training is absolutely amazing and teaches you from beginning to end. It was just a little bit too long to put here on a podcast or YouTube, but it's absolutely free to you for you to access whenever you want. Go check it out right now. noellsfreetraining.com. I just want to make sure you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle, to your success.